Hey guys, welcome to Jack's Beautiful You. In today's video, we're going to be doing my monthly perfume tray. So if you haven't been watching my videos where I do monthly perfume trays, I pick out 10 perfumes to focus on for that month. That's excluding any samples or new perfumes that I might get into my collection, but I try to stick with those 10 fragrances to really get a feel for them, to really experience them, to get some use out of the fragrances that I own, and this is just kind of my way to make sure that I am actually using my fragrances. So I'm briefly going to go over last month's tray, tell you what perfumes I was really loving and what my thoughts are on them, and then we will pick out 10 new perfumes for the month of June. Now I have a lot of perfumes to go through, that's 20 perfumes, so I'm not going to go into detail on these perfumes. I'm not going to put notes up on the screen. It would be too long of a video if I did that. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jackie. I do mostly perfume, beauty, and makeup on this channel. If you are into that kind of content, I would love it if you would subscribe. To my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for all your continued support. I really appreciate you. And if you are interested in seeing my perfume picks for the month of June, then just keep on watching. I am absolutely terrible at telling you guys about my makeup on these videos. I always forget, so I'm not going to forget today. Today on my eyes, I am wearing by Natasha Denona. This is the Circo Loco palette. The palette looks like this, and I think you can figure out what colors I used on my eyes. I'm trying to pick out a few palettes to focus on for the summer. I think I picked out about 11. I recently did a video on it. It's summer eyeshadow palettes. I'll link it in the description box if you missed it and you're interested, but I'm going to focus on those eyeshadow palettes and really get some use out of it. I'm trying to find a way to get use out of all my makeup, all my perfume, and not just have it sit there. So if you missed that video, I'll link it, but this is the one. I've been using this one a lot, trying to get a lot of use out of this one because this is expensive. But really, really good quality. All right, guys, let's get into the perfumes. So first I want to talk about my tray for May and quickly go over the perfumes and how I felt about them. We're going to start with Tiffany & Co. This is Tiffany Intense. I love this one. This is my favorite one from the Tiffany line. I also really like the rose gold, but this one is my favorite. This is a very irisy, vanilla. It's got some pear in the opening. It's a little bit sweet, but not too sweet. The iris is definitely very present. It has carrot seed in here, which I think is pretty unique and makes it smell a little different from anything else that I have. This is a very classy, elegant, feminine perfume with really good performance. This is a safe fragrance. I think it's safe to wear to like the office. It's an everyday, very classy, like businesswoman fragrance. It's a more serious fragrance to my nose. This isn't something I would wear on a carefree, playful summer day, but if I wanted it to smell professional in a professional office setting, or I just want to maybe go out and smell a little bit more serious on the serious side, then I will choose this one. I put just a little tiny dent in here this month. I just got this perfume. This is brand new. So just a little tiny dent, but I feel like this is one of those fragrances that you don't have to spray a lot. So I did wear this one a few times this month and really enjoyed it. Up next we have by Parfum de Marly. This is DELINA Exclusive or Exclusive, and I love the bottle. This is the second month I've had this on my tray. I actually had this on my April tray and didn't wear it once. Not because I don't love it, because I do, but because I had to get over my mindset that I needed to wear this on a special occasion. For the month of May, I decided I was just going to wear it whenever I felt like it. Even if I was just like chilling at the house, if I wanted to wear this fragrance, I wore it. And it was actually really freeing. It was such a freeing, like, I can do whatever I want type of moment. It was one of those just, I don't know, I've been holding back on a lot of my fragrances, like the more expensive ones or the ones that I think are more for special occasions. You know, life's too short for that, and I just need to enjoy my perfumes. I really enjoy this fragrance. This is rose, this is creamy, this is creamy vanilla. It's a lot sweeter than the original DELINA in my opinion. If you like sweet, creamy, rosy, slightly powdery scents, I think you would enjoy this. This is a beast of a perfume. You do not need a lot of sprays. This will last you all day long, and one of my absolute favorites in my collection. I enjoyed Lancome's La Vie Belle Soleil Crystal or Cristal so much this month. I put a little dent in it and I'm so proud of myself. Again, this is a fragrance that you do not need a lot of sprays, so the fact that I even got this dent in here is impressive to me because this is nuclear. This is eternal. This really performs well. I really like Lancome's fragrances for the most part because I feel like they do perform well, and this is no exception. This is a fantastic summer fragrance if you like sweet fragrances and if you like coconut. The coconut in here is very, very prominent, and I really enjoy that. So I find it to be a very fitting summertime fragrance. Although if you live in a very hot, humid climate, you might find this a little too much because it is super sweet. So I think I picked the right month for it because now it's starting to get to the point here where I live that this might be maybe just a nighttime summer scent. I don't know in the dead of heat in the middle of the day if I would be able to wear this right now, but I sure did enjoy it in the month of May. And it was this coconutty, beautiful, long-lasting summertime fragrance that I just love. Another fragrance I loved this month was by PACO Rabanne, and this is OLYMPÉA. I put a little dent in here as well. I enjoyed this one so much this month. I was actually tempted to put it on my tray this month for June and just keep it going because I don't want to put this one away. It's so fitting for the summertime. I probably will just pull this out for July because I'm gonna miss this. This is so fitting to me. It smells like salty sea air mixed with amber and vanilla. It's very strong, but even though it's such a sweet, strong fragrance, it's not cloying to me ever, even like in the dead heat. I've worn this in the middle of the day, out boating with my husband when the sun was beating down on us, but that saltiness that's in here, it just kind of fits with the climate that I live in. So I live, I'm sure you guys already know, I mention it in almost every video, but sometimes talking about climate is important, you know what I mean? I feel like talking about the humidity levels and the environment that I'm in is important for you to understand why a fragrance might work for me and not for you, or the other way around. So the reason why OLYMPÉA works so well for me is because I live by the ocean and there's that salty sea air. It's very hot and humid, and this just fits. The salt notes in here are just perfect for where I live. It goes really well with my skin chemistry, and this is just one of my all-time favorite perfumes. It's very sexy. It's unapologetically sexy. And yeah, I really don't want to put this one away, but I'm going to, and I will take it back out probably in July. Okay, a perfume I wore a lot this month to the point that it made me a little nervous is by KILIAN. This is Love Don't Be Shy Extreme. Hopefully you can see that, but there's a big dent in here. I don't know if you can see that, but like there's a dent in here, like it's already to here. I did wear this one quite a bit in the month of May. Normally I like to see dents in my fragrances, but because this is such an expensive fragrance, that makes me a little nauseous, by the way. I don't really want to wear this one anymore for a little while. I kind of want to slow down on it, but I love the way this smells. This is definitely the Love Don't Be Shy for me. I really like the added rose that's in here. I do enjoy the original Love by KILIAN, but this one, the extreme version, is my cup of tea a lot more because it has a little bit more marshmallow to my nose, and it's that added rose in here just elevates it to another level to me, and I just love it. It smells like Turkish Delight and powdery, fluffy marshmallows mixed together. I think the performance on this is better than the original Love as well. I have a decant of the original Love, and I've compared them side by side, and this is still going strong long after the original Love has faded on me. I think it is one of the most beautiful fragrances I own, but I'm gonna put it away now. Because I need to slow my roll with this fragrance, okay? So I'm going to be like a broken record here and tell you how much I enjoyed every single fragrance, because I did enjoy every fragrance on my tray for May. This just happened to be one of those months where I successfully picked out a fragrance that I absolutely love. So no duds for May at all. Next up we have by Carolina Herrera. This is Very Good Girl Glam. You can see I put a little dent in here. I really enjoy this one, and I like it more than I did when I did my review. So I actually gave this a really good review and I enjoyed it from the beginning. I'm a big fan of the Very Good Girl I don't want to say original because it's actually a flanker. So there's Good Girl, a bunch of flankers of Good Girl, and then there's Very Good Girl, and now there's a flanker of the flanker Good Girl. I love this one. I love Very Good Girl as well, but I really started enjoying this one this month. Every time I wore it, I noticed that the cherry and almond are more prominent than I thought they were. So I said in my original review of this that this was just like Very Good Girl, but with some added cherry and almond, and I still stand by that. But the cherry and almond, the more this perfume sits and the more I wear it, the more the cherry and almond come out. And the last time I wore this, it was just a couple of days ago, I was in love. It smells so good. So to my nose, this is a little bit more tart in the opening than the Very Good Girl, but not too much. And then it starts to dry down, but on me, the cherry comes forward and it gets sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. As it dries down, I don't know if it's just my skin chemistry, but the cherry just turns into this like delicious, almost like a candied cherry. And it did that when I first reviewed this fragrance, but it is so much more prominent now than it was in the beginning, and I am in love. It is this delicious rose cherry almond combo. The performance to me is really, really good. This lasts all day. I have no issues with it. My husband loves this one. So definitely a success in the month of May. Okay, I'll be brief about this one. This is by XERJOFF, Dama Bianca. I think the dent in here speaks for itself. This is a brand new bottle. I just got this. This is probably the one I reach for the most out of any of them. Maybe. Well, it's probably a tie between this one and another one, but I wore this one a crap ton in the month of May. It is the most beautiful, I want to say citrusy. It is citrusy. I guess you could say citrusy in the opening, but it's not like any citrus that I've ever smelled. The opening has kumquat, and it's some sort of like citrusy type fruit that smells amazing. And then of course there's vanilla in the base, and the vanilla is just this delicate, feminine, kind of powdery vanilla. It's amazing. It is the only vanilla I have in my collection that I can wear in the dead heat. This is beautiful for the summertime. I don't want to put this away. I want to keep wearing this. I could wear this every day. I will end up getting a bigger bottle of this because, as you can see, I'm burning through it. I talk about Giorgio Armani My Way all the time. This is one of my favorite fragrances ever. I have said that this could easily be my signature scent. This is Bubblegummy Tuberose. I already had quite the dent in here when I started because this is one of my favorite perfumes, but I did make some progress. There is definitely some fragrance missing. You can tell this is one I wear quite often, and I really truly missed this fragrance. I had to put it away for a little while because I was wearing it a lot. Bubblegummy Tuberose, Orange Blossom. It's heaven to me. I love bubblegum type tuberose, and this is just such a feminine, everyday, could be appropriate for just about any occasion, probably any season. You could wear this at any time. Great performing perfume. Probably would be my signature scent if I had a signature scent. All right, another fragrance I enjoyed quite a bit this month is another one by Parfum de Marly, and this is Oriana. I love this perfume. I didn't want to love this perfume. I tried a sample. I've tried 2 samples of it before I bought it, and I have already put a dent in it. So I think between this one and Dama Bianca are the 2 that I wore the most this month. To me, this is a very orange, marshmallowy, delicious, yummy fragrance. It has a tiny hint of like a clean laundry sheet smell in it as well, but I really like it. It keeps it from being a little too gourmand to me. Not that I mind gourmands, by the way. I don't mind smelling like food, but this doesn't smell fully like foodie to me. It's definitely got that fluffy marshmallow. It's got that orange, and it just smells incredible. I love this one, but it is time to put it away because I have been burning through it like crazy. This one was definitely a success this month. And the last fragrance for May is by Chanel. This is Chance Au Tundra. This is the EDP. I just got this one as well. I got this one for my birthday in April, and this was the first month that I got to really wear it. And as you can see, I did put a nice little dent in the fragrance. And the reason why there's this dent in here is because I love it. I love this perfume. I think this is such an easy reach perfume. I could wear this every day. This kind of gives Giorgio Armani My Way a run for its money. As far as a signature scent for me, I feel like I could wear this one on a daily basis and I would be just fine. If I were the type of person that just had like 2 or 3 perfumes, this would be a contender for sure. It is the most feminine yet elegant, yet easy to wear fragrance I've ever worn in my life. It's not complex. It's very simple. It's just quince and I think grapefruit in the opening. It's very musky as well, and I love that. I love that like musky, elegant, classic, almost clean. It's like a fruity, floral, clean, musky scent, and it is beautiful. Like I said, it's not complex. It's not even really that unique necessarily, except for the fact that it has that classic Chanel DNA that just makes it so elegant smelling. I really love this one. Now this is the EDP. The EDP performs really well on me. I've heard some people say that the performance isn't that great on them, and I've heard some people say that this is like a beast mode on them. So I'm not sure. On me, it's not beast and it's not bad. It's above average though. It's not just moderate. It's definitely a good performing fragrance on me. I can smell it all day and it gives me this beautiful scent bubble all day long, but it's not so loud that you couldn't wear it to work. This is a perfect, classy, boss woman fragrance, but it's also a fragrance I could easily wear just on an everyday basis, going out to brunch with friends, going shopping, whatever. Just really enjoy this one. I think it's absolutely beautiful and one of my classiest perfumes that I own. All right, guys, let's get into the fragrances for June. We're going to start out with Valentino, and this is Voce Viva Intensa. So this is the intense version, and I'm really excited to dip into this fragrance. I really think it is beautiful. It's another one of those really simple, some people even call it boring. I am a big fan of this one, but I am not the biggest fan of the original for some reason. I just think this one is so much better. This one is richer, it's deeper, it's a better performing fragrance. I had a sample of the original and I just thought it was okay, but this one I really love. This is just a beautiful white floral, slightly citrusy with some vanilla, a little sweet but not too sweet type of fragrance that is just easy to wear for any occasion. Good performing perfume, definitely not a beast or anything like that, but very good, will last you all day and give you a nice little sillage. So definitely like this one, and I think it's going to be perfect for the summertime. All right, guys, I want to go through some of my decants and get some good use out of them. This is by Montale, and this is Vanilla Ecstasy. This is such an interesting perfume because when I first got this and smelled it, I thought they had made a mistake and put Flower Bomb in here, because to me this smells almost identical to Flower Bomb, which makes me want to get a bottle of Flower Bomb. I keep talking about getting a bottle of Flower Bomb and then I just don't do it. My plan is to go through this decant and see if I actually do want a full bottle of Flower Bomb. I really do like this one, but I have to say I prefer the OG Flower Bomb over Vanilla Ecstasy. Montale sometimes has that like synthetic kind of metallic note in their fragrances that I don't love, and it's not in here strongly, but it is in here just a little bit. And I actually compared this one to a sample of Flower Bomb because like I said, when I first got this, I was like, Flower Bomb? Is that you? So I went and I got my sample of Flower Bomb, compared them side by side, and noticed they were very similar, but I slightly preferred the OG Flower Bomb because it's a little bit smoother than Vanilla Ecstasy. So I'm going to go through this one. If I just absolutely love it and I enjoy it, I will then get a full bottle of Flower Bomb. Okay, up next, I'm putting this beautiful bottle. I mean, my goodness, this bottle. Ooh. This is beautiful. I love these little, I think this is a bracelet. This bottle is gorgeous. However, oh, by the way, this is by LALIQUE. This is Soleil by LALIQUE. And I just think the bottle's beautiful, but I am not sure how I feel about the scent. I was a little shocked by what I smelled when I first got this. It doesn't smell like what I thought it was going to. There are a lot of notes in here, and there are a lot of gourmand notes in here. There's caramel, there's candied almonds, coffee, praline. I just thought this was going to be like a yummy gourmand type of scent, but there's also in the top, there's mandarin orange and bitter almond and cardamom. What I get mostly are those opening notes. I get a lot of the orange and the cardamom. I don't know that I'm the biggest fan of cardamom. I don't know how I feel about this fragrance. This is supposed to be like a sun, you know what I mean? And I guess it makes sense. Like it kind of does smell like a sunny day. It kind of reminds me of orange juice a little bit in the opening. I don't know. I haven't worn it enough to get my full thoughts on it. So that's what I'm going to do this month. I'm going to test it out. I'm going to get my full final thoughts on it and decide whether or not I'm going to keep it. This is kind of on the chopping block right now. I didn't love it when I first got it and wore it. We'll see. All right, up next we have Kim Kardashian by Kim Kardashian. This perfume smells identical to Gucci Bloom to me. Very white, floral, heavy, and I actually really like this one. I'm very surprised because this is a pretty heady fragrance. Like, it's pretty strong in the white floral category. Like I said, it smells like Gucci Bloom to me. If you're a fan of Gucci Bloom, you might want to check this one out because this is just as good in my opinion. The performance is really good. It lasts all day, and this is like, I think I bought this for like $15. So if you're looking for a dupe for Gucci Bloom, I think you would really like this one and it could save you a little bit of money. I'm also looking forward to putting my Daisy by Marc Jacobs on my tray. I haven't worn this one in a little while and I do miss it. This is one of my favorite fragrances. I know that this is kind of a boring fragrance and people are just like, I don't know, is anybody even wearing this fragrance anymore? This is kind of an old fragrance. I think it came out quite a while ago, but I still love it, and it's because it just, I don't know, it releases endorphins or something every time I smell it because it makes me smile. It reminds me of sunshine, makes me very, very happy. It's a very simple, not very complex, white floral with some fruity, sweet notes. It's got some violet leaf in it. It does have strawberry in the opening, but it doesn't smell overly fruity to me. I smell more of the floral. This is an eau de toilette. I don't know why this perfume works so well on me. I think it just mixes really well with my skin chemistry because this lasts me all day. I do not have a problem with performance on this, but I mean, I don't know that that's the case for everybody. I have heard people say that they don't think that Marc Jacobs eau de toilettes are really worth the price because they don't really perform all that well, but for some reason this one lasts me all day. It's not like a crazy beast wild projecting perfume or anything like that, but I get about a good 5 hours out of it and it's a pretty decent sillage. Up next, I'm excited to put by Giorgio Armani. This is Ocean di Gioia, and this is a surprising perfume because I did not think I would like this. This isn't the typical type of fragrance that I like. This is kind of aquatic. It's salty. I do like salty, but what really scared me is that this is green. It has some green notes in here, and I'm not usually a fan of green. I don't know why. I'm just, green notes just don't do it for me normally, but in here it just works really, really beautifully. This is white florals, a little citrusy. I find it really enjoyable. It's pretty refreshing, and I feel like it's about to get, it's hot right now where I live, but it's about to get really hot. And this is going to be just a nice, refreshing fragrance, I feel like. So I'm excited to wear this one. I don't really know all that much about the performance. I haven't worn this one a ton. This was actually my mom's, and she loved the way it smelled on paper, but it did not mix well with her skin chemistry, so she ended up giving it to me. So I'm excited to test this one out and get a better feel for how I feel about this perfume. And then we have by Chanel, this is Gabrielle. Not Gabrielle. It's not Gabrielle. I always want to say Gabrielle. It's not a man. Every single time I do that, I don't know why. I get my A's confused a lot. Gabrielle Essence is what this is. This is a white floral, citrus, sweet. It's got a little bit of some tropical notes in here. There's a little bit of coconut. There's some ylang ylang in here. This is a perfume I'm super excited to wear this month because I love this one. I only have worn it a couple of times since I got it. I got this one for my birthday as well. I've been dying to play with it. I have two fragrances here that I am going to put on my tray from KAYALI. I just did a video ranking all the KAYALI fragrances, and I got some travel sizes of some of the perfumes that I was missing from the KAYALI line so that I could do that video, and I'm really excited to play with them some more. So the first one is Citrus 08, and I was shocked at how much I liked this because I'm not usually the biggest citrus person. I like citrus in my fragrances, but just like a straight up citrusy fragrance isn't always my jam, and this has grapefruit in it, which isn't always my jam either. Especially if the grapefruit is like really prominent, like if that's the thing you're really smelling, like the citrusy, note that is most prominent that doesn't always work for me. But there's also rose in here. This isn't just citrusy. There's more going on to this fragrance, and I actually found it to work together quite beautifully. So I have been liking this one, and I think this might turn into a love, possibly. We'll see. The other one by KAYALI is Eden Juicy Apple 01. I love this perfume. I cannot wait to wear this some more this month. I have a feeling I will burn through this. This is just fun in a bottle. It's summertime fun. This reminds me of a pool party. This reminds me of sipping a fruity, yummy, delicious cocktail by the pool. To me, it smells like somebody just cut up a bunch of apples and put a bunch of like wild berries in a bowl and poured sugar on top. Moderate performance, probably about 5 hours. With a moderate performance, I think it's going to be really great for summer. All right, last on my list. I'm a little nervous about this one, but I'm just going to do it. You know what? I'm just going to do it because my fragrances are here to enjoy and not to be wasted. We have by Dior, this is Miss Dior Eau de Parfum, and this is the 2017 version. This is the version that they reformulated. Again, I know there were other ones before that they reformulated. The 2017 version was a reformulated version, but it was my favorite version. This is patchouli done right, in my opinion. This is one of my favorite patchoulis of all time. This kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Chanel patchouli, where it's not dirty or earthy, it's just really warm and beautiful, to where it gives such depth and character to the fragrance. I love that kind of patchouli in my fragrances, and that's what's in here. This is citrusy, but not just citruses. It's a bunch of different oranges, which is one of my favorite notes in a perfume. And it's not like a zingy orange. It's like a sweet, juicy orange. And then there's this beautiful rose. I think there's a couple different roses. Yeah, there's a couple different roses in here. There's also jasmine in here. And then you have some rosewood in the base. This is beautiful. I am so sad that they reformulated it. And I did finally get to try the 2021 version. And I don't hate it, but it's nothing compared to this, in my humble opinion. It's just not even the same. It's a much lighter. They completely changed it. And like I said, it's not bad. It doesn't smell bad, but to me, it's nowhere near this one. This is the only bottle I have of this one, and I'm gonna wear it because I can't hold on to it. You know what I mean? I don't want it to go bad. As you can see, I've already worn this one. There's a nice little dent in here, but I'm going to try to not use it up. I'm not going to use it up in a month, but I'm going to try to get some really good use out of this fragrance this month because this is too beautiful to just sit there. I've been afraid to use it because I know I can't get my hands on it anymore. It's gone. I'm sad about it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to love it, and I'm going to enjoy it while I can. All right, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope everybody's having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!